What will a normal day look like in 2050? Picture this. You open your eyes not to an alarm, but to a room that has already studied your sleep cycle, guessed your mood, and whispered to the city grid, they're awake now. Your window transitions from blackout to sunrise simulation, even if it's raining outside. The city wants you to start happy. Your mirror doesn't just reflect you, it negotiates with your calendar. It suggests clothes based on weather, mood, and maybe your ex is in town. Want something that says I'm thriving without trying? That's our first pattern interrupt. Welcome to 2050, where even your bathroom mirror roasts you. Your breakfast prints itself. Nutrients, flavors, textures, all algorithmically chosen to fuel your day. The toaster even congratulates you. Slightly patronizing but still flattering. But this is just the warm-up. The moment you step outside, the city reveals its real superpower. Because the streets you're about to walk into, they don't exist until the city decides they should. In the AI-generated city, streets aren't fixed. They rearrange themselves based on demand. Imagine highways that shrink during low traffic and expand when rush hour surges. Crosswalks appear only when humans are nearby, and if you jaywalk, the city gently nudges you back with a polite hologram saying, "Not today, my friend." Transit pods hover silently. You step into one, and it identifies your posture, your stress level, your likely destination, and your desire for either peace, music, or a motivational speech that begins, "You're doing amazing, even if your plants died." Another light comedic hook to keep viewers alert. But here's the twist. The city doesn't just move you around, it adapts to who you're becoming. Because next, you're heading into a building that knows you better than your childhood home. Welcome to work in 2050, where your office morphs based on your mood, skill level, and the complexity of tasks waiting for you. If you're tired, it lowers noise and brightness. If you're energized, the walls bloom with dynamic visuals that look like productivity caffeine. Your AI assistant doesn't sit in your phone. It appears as a hologram that follows you around like a loyal digital goose, asking, "Shall I filter your tasks so you don't spiral today?" Meetings, they're done in mixed reality, with avatars so realistic you might forget that Kevin from finance is actually a software agent created to prevent you from making bad budgeting decisions. And just when you think the day is predictable, the city sends you a prompt, a new opportunity based on your skills, habits, and potential. Your job isn't static anymore, it evolves daily, but work is just one arena. Wait until you see what social life looks like when reality itself becomes editable. Your lunch break takes place in a park where people stroll through overlapping reality layers. One person sees a quiet Zen garden, another sees a sci-fi battle arena. You choose the zero-gravity forest where digital leaves drift upward. Public art isn't built, it is rendered, reshaped every hour. A sculpture might be a dragon at noon and transform into a giant laughing emoji by sunset because the city analytics detected people were feeling stressed. And here comes a pattern interrupt. Imagine waving at someone, only to realize you were waving at their AR pet, which looks suspiciously cooler than your real one. 2050's version of social embarrassment. Social meetups blend physical and virtual. Want to hang out with friends across continents? You all meet in a holographic cafe that doesn't exist, yet feels more real than the one you forgot to visit last week. But the real magic of the future city unfolds at night. That's when the entire skyline becomes a canvas. As the sun dips, the city doesn't sleep, it performs. Buildings synchronize into a symphony of lights based on citizens' collective mood. If the city senses joy, skyscrapers shimmer like vertical auroras. If people are anxious, the lights soften, pulse, breathe. Drones weave choreographed dances above the skyline, creating stories in the air. One night it might show ancient myths. The next night, memes. Yes, imagine an elegant drone show dedicated to the legendary confused math lady. A subtle pattern interrupt that keeps the tone playful. The weather becomes aesthetic. Soft drizzle, gentle fog, a sky full of projected constellations. The city doesn't just host you, it courts you. But there's one final twist before your day ends. Because the city has been learning from you, and it has a message waiting at home. You step inside and your home greets you like a living diary. The AI summarizes your day in a way that feels almost poetic. Your steps, your stress, your victories, your close calls with digital embarrassment. Then comes the part you didn't expect. It offers insights into your future. Based on your interactions today, I see a new path unfolding for you. It shows career shifts, skills you're naturally developing, people you're aligning with, passions forming like constellations. Your city doesn't just shape your day, it shapes your destiny. And as you drift to sleep, the skyline outside rearranges itself quietly, preparing for who you might become tomorrow. So now the real question is, when 2050 arrives, will you shape your city, or will your city shape you? At the cusp of a new day, the city whispers of infinite possibilities.